Hello, everybody. How we been? It has been, look, my face. You guys are getting so much today for my first time back. Anyway, hi guys. How are you? It has been, shit, it has been so long. I think my last stream was like almost 2 months ago. um, there's been a lot going on since then. It's been a little wild up in here. Um so to give you guys the short of it, I am dealing with some health complications that requires me to not be indoors like at all. God, that exposure is fucking ass. Hold on. I was hoping to turn the brightness up because I haven't been able to get this camera like yeah, it's like right. Okay. Just turn that off for now. I'm a little dark. I'm in a closet. So so yeah, the long and short of it, I've been dealing with some health complications. Um so back in the beginning of June, I went and finally, after 4 years, almost 5 years, I was able to get in to see a PCP. Um, and they did preliminary blood work. And so a lot of that came back not good. Which I kind of expected. There's a lot of like genetical. Basically, my family drew the genetic short straw. And so I'm dealing with a lot right now. Um, so unfortunately, that a lot requires me to not stream. Essentially, which sucks. I will say. It is ass and not exactly how I want to. Ooh, Jesus Christ Almighty. Um, that was. Hold on. What's this? Because for some reason, so to get down to business today, as you saw, page bound. I'm going to be adding. Why is that not dark? Um, uh, for some reason, I can't get this to. Um, oh, maybe if I. Nope. Apparently I can't override that, which okay. So sorry about the blindingly bright website. I'm gonna go ahead and like um so I'm gonna be adding books to Pagebound today. I have like 3 bags in here. And then the bag is ripping, so I'm gonna be careful. But I have, holy fuck, I have about like 30 or 40 books in this bag right here, and then I have about five or about 6 or 7 books on the floor, in front of that, and then I have some odds and ends that I'm gonna have to go and dig out. Um, but I have started categorizing all of our books. And I am working on my own little personal library. And so, along with being sick and feeling like ass and all of that fun stuff, um, I have, you know what? Let me slide this back. Mm-mm. There we go. So part of like being super sick and feeling ass, um, means that I've been reading a lot. Reading is something that I grew up doing. I was reading like Stephen King and shit in like fourth grade, fifth grade, because my mom grew up with us around books, all the time, all the time. Um, maybe not fifth grade. I think it was more sixth. But anyway, I grew up around books. Um, my mom's house that she was living in before I moved out um, was wall to wall books, and I miss that. But life happens to get in the way, and I just don't have the time, nor the energy to do something like reading. So, especially now that I'm like kind of feeling like crap and trying to get my energy back, so can't sit on my computer. Um, so books, books, and it really reignited. Why the fuck? I just pulled a Zaxby's gift card out of one of these books. Why? I don't know. So I don't know if there's anything on that. But I'm gonna find out later. Um, so yeah, been trying to read more. Um, and that has led me to actually contemplate some of my that has led me to contemplate some of my uh career choices throughout college. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do when I so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do when I get out of college. And I've actually contemplated deep diving into the book aspect, and I've kind of been looking into um I've been kind of looking into library science, which is a really difficult thing to find, especially down here in Florida, because there's only two colleges in the state that there are only two colleges in the state of Florida that are that have the accreditation to teach library science that is a master's degree only. You cannot have a um bachelor's degree or anything in that. So it kind of sucks that I have to potentially either find an online only school where I can learn that online, or just not have to go in that career field. Those are my options. Those are my options. And they're not great options, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. Um, I'm not finding this book. Um, okay, so I'm finding the author. So all of these books that I'm literally right there. Okay. So a lot of these books that um I'm putting in here are books that were gifted to my boyfriend um like 10 years ago. There was a list published by New York Times, and it was like the top 100 books in the last 100 years or something like that. Um and this just happened to be like a lot of these books are coming from that. So I'm having a bit of a hard time finding some of these. Falconer by John is owned all books. I just want to see something quick. Currently I currently have, let's look at library, all books. So currently, I have 100 books stored within the library right now, which is fucking great. Um, let's see, the Berlin stories. So yeah, a lot of these books, I'm probably not going to read, but uh, sure would. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes the covers are different, and so I get slightly turned around when I'm trying to add these. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, I'm gonna quickly eat some food. I'm gonna quickly eat some quick. Right, there we go. Um, don't know why I muted that, but um, so the crying of Lot. So I don't know exactly. Um, but a lot of these are just going. Um, a lot of the catalog, not necessarily archived, but just put into the library. The one thing that I found out, um, 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 something I found out was you have, I want to 1,600 books. You can actually register yourself as like a library. And I think that is so cute. And something that I kind of want to do. Why, um, I am. I Evelyn Law. I'm just kind of like blanking them in the corner right now. And then the spy who. So while I was John Le Carre, yeah. One thing that I've been trying to keep current, quote unquote, current, and hear about you hear about the stuff going down at this like past weekend, absolutely wild. So somebody so I guess part of this like 16 and all of them were big like a baby for and it was disturbing to say the least. Um where's hmm by Richard. There Yeah, so a lot of these are I'm not gonna read them. I'm trying to back out video. A Cat 22. This one I've heard of, but I haven't read. books. Death. This is Death Takes the Lead. One of the new. I. Let's see. I do want to read the about on this one. So this is Death Takes the Lead. This is one of the newer ones that I bought. I had to get some printed. And Office Max had like fucking full of books that were going for like $5. And I was like, oh, okay. So we went through and I found this one. And so when a series of mysterious deaths plague a new Scottish play, Harrison lawyer Prudence Mackenzie and her partner ex-Pinkerton Geoffrey Hunter are called in to perform an investigation at one of Broadway's most stunning theaters. Death Takes the Lead, April 1989. Prudence is delighted to attend a riveting something. Yeah, it's a murder mystery. Which I love murder mysteries. I think they're fun. So that was one of the ones that we bought. And we managed to find like, oh, this is another one. 5 Broken Blades. So we ended up finding like some out of pocket Dresden files. Found a couple of Dresden that weren't expecting them. That is owned all bugs. Oh, so I also started reading the I also started reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. By George. That's not right. I don't think that's that. I mean, this is the book that I need, but like, what's our 19? I don't know why it's written out right now because on every other cover, so there's that. Oh yeah. So this another book that we really but it is stocks. Part of the Dresden Files. Again, I haven't really gotten into it yet. So like. The next thing that I want to do is go in and start separating my shelves on Pagebound by series and standalones. Let's yeah. Um I know. Let me see. I might. I just. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it is just slash. Fine. Um. So if you guys would like to up to date, uh, it is pagebound.co/butterchurn. Um, why butterchurn? Don't fuck. I just needed something that was not UV based. And so I went with a butter churn. This is the 16th book. Let's. Oh shit! I got through that a lot quicker than I was planning. Um. Oh my god, yes. Um, I finally got Heart of Iron by CMONG, and I am so fucking excited for this. If you guys are on TikTok, Jesus, this is a fucking hefty ass book. Aw, my pages are bent. What the sorry, I just, like, gotten bent in two. Um, so if you guys haven't, oh gee, chapters, love this. If you guys are on TikTok or are familiar with Cafe Latte, this is the book that inspires the trends. So I can officially say that I own it, which is I am definitely excited. Heart of Iron, Vice. Not only interested, but now it's on my thread. I own it and all books because now I own it, and I am so excited. This is only one of the books that are out right now. I don't know if they. Um, No, so this is the only book in the Cafe Latte series. This one, and then I want to read another series that they're writing, called Citadel. And then we have The Butcher's Masquerade. This is Dungeon Crawler Carl. Fuck, how many pages is? Oh, it's almost like 1,000 pages. Holy shit! There's like 700 pages. Um, I think I have this on interest. Did I? This as we own it? No. Oh, you know what? I put it as to be read. Because I knew that I was gonna end up buying it. So this is in here. Um, hey, my love, can you try to find any stragglers out there? Can you round them up? I just grabbed a bunch out of that bin. Uh, so my boyfriend's nice enough to help me compile the can you those here and thank you. Um, and Nancy. Some of these books I'll eventually. I have. I need. Let's. I bought this like forever and a half ago. Something on the cover. That's gonna be. This book I have had for the longest time. I lost it somewhere in my room, and my boyfriend found it, and he's like, "Yeah, it was in this very like um weird ass fucking place that books shouldn't be." And I was like, "Oh, okay." It's called Phantasma. It's by Kaylee. Um, so when Ophelia discovers her mother brutally murdered, there is no time to grieve. She has inherited the family's fearsome magic and enormous debt. Circumstances go from dire to deadly, however, when Ophelia's sister decides to pay off the loan by entering Phantasma, a competition where contestants rarely escape alive, and the victor is granted a single wish. The only way for Ophelia to save her sister is to win. But the Phantasma is a cursed manor full of twisting corridors and lavish ballrooms staffed by enticing demons and fatal temptation, and Ophelia must conquer all 9 floors to succeed if her fears don't overtake her. When a charming, arrogant stranger claims that he can help, Ophelia knows better than to trust him, but with her sister's life on the line, Ophelia can't afford to turn him away. She'll just need to ignore the overwhelming dark attraction drawing them closer and closer. On. It feels like blue. I don't know where it would. But it's so when it comes to things like these, um I'm also gonna be doing like a book review, like little podcast episodes talking about these books a little bit and just giving my overall thoughts and feelings on the matter. I feel like that. Um I have two other books out there that need to. So last weekend I went to a bookstore, um, and it's out of the way. The book, and I got Two Kinds of Stranger, and this one was actually recommended by one of the staff. It's a standalone, so it's a standalone, but it's also part of the series. So I don't need to read the rest of the series. Read this one. But there are other books that tie into this one, so I'm really excited. It has been such a long time. I'm starting to get back into it, enjoying it. Um, feel like let's uh this all books. And one thing that I am gonna have to do is through and count out all my books. Have all here. King. Um, J. Apparently the RR. Oh no, that's R.R. Martin. But apparently that stands for railroad. Nickname. Literally George Railroad Martin. I don't expect anything different, but I did, and that's um let's see. Nature and Soul. It's Ralph Waldo Emerson. Found it. Owned all books. Now, one thing that I definitely want to do at some point is I want to put actually pull up and search. Um, Opsing into a Uh, versus death. Marcus. Oh, um, uh, um, oh, a lot of these. By the way, feel the need. Books. Is that a U? No, that's a 0983 7. Fuck. 3 1150. I'm assuming this is um I'm assuming that this uh oh. Um Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Back. So I'm gonna put this aside right now because it's not currently in um it's not currently in Pagebound's library. So let's here we go. owned all books. Okay. Let's see. Grey Walker by Howard. Uh, oh, there's like a whole series around. Leave that. The Air Book of New American Stories. Oops, shit. Sorry. I didn't mean to knock. Yeah. And all books. Down to I'm sure that there's a couple more, but owned all books. I think there is a filter now that I can search for my library, I think. Reading. I thought there was a thing that I could but I guess not. Check out all books. So we have 122 books in our catalog right now. Eventually I'll be able to download these, download the list and save it as a like sheet. One right here. Discuss. Maybe it's only. I just want to see. As far as. Because I think. The roadmap and request. You request. Owned books in list. Owned books list in library regardless of reading status. So that is coming, but it's not there yet. I want to be able to look at the books that I actually own without, because if I miss adding it to my library, I get thrown out. Um like if I forget to add it to my list or my bookshelf, then I don't. Yeah. 122 books, doing really well on that. I'm excited to see that grow. So but anyway, since I'm done, I'm gonna end it here today. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know it was short, but I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next stream.